I want to give thanks to a couple of people who have worked so diligently at making this event very memorable for those that are going to embark on their citizenship, and for those who have the opportunity to be here to watch. Zora Ludwig from the Hammond Public Library, would you wave? Zora has worked endlessly to ensure that this is great. What a wonderful job. Jennifer Bull, who has also helped her from the Hammond Public Library. Jennifer's worked very hard with Zora. And our past director of the Hammond Public Library, who really set us on course, Margaret Evans. Margaret Evans, would you please rise? Now, I know that there were a lot of others, the League of Women Voters, and I mean, just to name a few, but thank you ever so much to all of those who worked tirelessly to ensure that we have a wonderful, wonderful time today.
Welcome to Wolf Lake, Hammond, Indiana. My name is Hammond Mayor Thomas McDermott Jr., and what a beautiful place for a naturalization ceremony, huh? I want to say congratulations to the newly naturalized citizens of the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. Thank you very much. And happy 4th of July. All right, be honest. How many people accidentally went to Harrison Park today? This is the first year. We've done 27 years straight of naturalization ceremonies in Harrison Park, 27 years straight until this year. We just opened this pavilion last year. I talked to Judge Radovich, who I want to thank very much, Northern District of Indiana, Judge Radovich. I also want to thank the League of Women Voters, Hammond Public Library, and Congressman Pete Viscoski. Can you give them all a big round of applause for helping make this happen? Last year, we had the 4th of July, and we had the ceremony fall on a different day, the 4th of July. We shot off our fireworks on the 3rd, and we promised this year we were going to make it better. We were going to do the fireworks like we did at Harrison Park every year, and we're going to do the naturalization ceremony at the new venue. And we brought it out here, and I want to remind everybody, after today's ceremony, at dusk tonight, we're going to have the fireworks. You got great seats, so if you want to hang out, we're going to have the Bill Porter Orchestra coming out a little later. We're going to be playing patriotic music, having a really good time. So kids, parents, newly naturalized citizens of the United States of America, you're all welcome to stay. This is a beautiful pavilion we're very lucky to have in Hammond, Indiana. The Regional Development Authority and federal money through Congressman Pete Viscoski helped make this a reality. So thank you again, Congressman Pete. Thank you again to all of our guests, to the new citizens. Congratulations. God bless America. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
All rise. The United States District Court for the Northern District of Indiana is in special session. The Honorable Andrew P. Radovich presiding.
Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to this new pavilion here at Wolf Lake. For 27 years, as the mayor said, I had the privilege of performing this naturalization ceremony at Harrison Park as part of the Hammond celebration of the 4th of July. I cannot promise you that I will do another 27 years here at the pavilion, but I will give it my best effort. So thank you all for coming out tonight. We have gathered today to administer the oath of citizenship to a group of people who have chosen to become citizens of the United States. These proceedings and the process of becoming an American citizen are governed by the Immigration and Nationality Act. Before entering the United States, each individual here today was required to obtain a visa from the United States State Department. This permitted each prospective citizen to live in the United States as a permanent resident alien. Permanent resident aliens may file their applications to become citizens if they are married to an American citizen and live in this country for 3 years. All other resident aliens were required to wait 5 years before filing their applications. The purpose of these waiting periods is to permit prospective citizens to become acquainted with the customs, laws, and language of the United States. After the required period of time, each prospective citizen files an application for citizenship with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. A naturalizations adjudications officer conducts an interview and examination with each prospective citizen to determine whether he is of good moral character, is loyal to the Constitution and our form of government, and has the required literacy and knowledge of our government. All of the applicants for naturalization here today have met all of the legal requirements to become citizens. Today, the Immigration Service is represented by Frank Edson McLaren and Evelyn O'Corey. The court will now recognize Evelyn O'Corey, the adjudications officer for the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services and representative of the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. Ms. O'Corey.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, my name is Evelyn O'Corey. I'm an Immigration Services Officer from the Chicago District Office of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, U.S. Department of Homeland Security. It is my privilege today to present before the court 49 applicants for United States citizenship from 21 different countries. Each of these applicants has been examined by an officer of the USCIS, and each has been found to meet all of the statutory requirements for naturalization. Each has resided in the United States as a permanent resident for the prescribed period of time. Each has been determined to be a person of good moral character, supportive of our Constitution and form of government, and well-disposed toward the good order and happiness of the United States. Therefore, Your Honor, I respectfully move that United States citizenship be conferred on each of these applicants for naturalization upon their taking of the oath of allegiance as required by law.
Thank you. That motion will be granted. Pat Miller, the clerk of the court, will administer the oath to our new citizens.
You and each of you declare upon your oath that you absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty of whom or which you have heretofore been subject or citizen, that you will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, that you will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, that you will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, and that you will take this obligation freely without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, so help you God.
I am pleased that many civic organizations participate in these ceremonies. Today, the League of Women Voters is represented by Mary Jo Gorman, Barbara and Tim Schilling, Alice Volkol and Nancy Maknikowski. They will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, so if all of you would please join our new citizens in standing. As I indicated earlier, it is my privilege to participate in Hammond's celebration of the 4th of July by conducting this naturalization ceremony. Of course, we all know the history of the 4th of July in our Declaration of Independence. But let's just take a minute and go beyond the 4th of July and review the entire history of the United States. In 1607, Jamestown, Virginia became the first permanent English settlement in the New World. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed, and we declared our freedom from Great Britain, who was then the most powerful nation on earth. In 1787, the Constitution was ratified, and 13 states on the Atlantic coast became the United States of America. By 1912, the United States was comprised of 48 states that had extended from coast to coast. So in about 125 years, the United States had become the most prosperous, strongest, and freest nation in the history of the world. Our founding fathers realized that the new nation must continue to be a haven for freedom. Immigration was mentioned both in the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution. In discussing immigration, Alexander Hamilton, one of our founding fathers, said, and I quote, "The safety of a republic depends essentially on the energy of a common national sentiment, on a uniformity of principles and habits, on the exemption of citizens from foreign bias and prejudice, and on that love of country which will almost invariably be found closely connected with birth, education, and family," unquote. Today, our new citizens symbolize that the United States continues to be a magnet to people around the world who seek freedom and opportunity. Many of you have made great sacrifices to come to the United States. Some of you have risked your lives. Some of you have left family and friends behind. Some of you have left fortunes and various personal property behind. All four of my grandparents took this same journey in the late 1800s to become citizens of the United States. Today we celebrate our Declaration of Independence and the rule of law. Other nations select their leaders through bloodshed or the good fortune of being born in a royal family. It is surprising how few Americans actually take the opportunity to vote and exercise their right of citizenship. In 1967, during the height of the Cold War, Ronald Reagan said, and again I quote, "Freedom is a fragile thing. It is never more than one generation away from extinction. It is not ours by inheritance. It must be fought for and defended constantly by each generation. For it comes only once to a people. Those who have lost freedom, those who have known freedom and then lost it, have never known it again," unquote. This is especially true today, where our way of life is being threatened by terrorists performing senseless acts of violence simply because we stand for freedom and opportunity around the world. So congratulations to our new citizens. Thank you all for coming out today to celebrate this very special occasion. As I indicated to you, I am pleased that not only do we have various civic organizations that come out today, but various public officials. Today, Congressman Peter Visclosky is with us. I think Congressman Visclosky has missed only one or two of the previous 27 ceremonies, and maybe he will commit to doing another 27 with me. Congressman Visclosky.
Your Honor, I appreciate the introduction, but I must tell you the people I represent wouldn't tolerate another 27 years, but I appreciate the thought. I want to address our new citizens. My last name is Visklowski. 3 of my 4 grandparents are naturalized citizens, and so I certainly want to congratulate you because I do believe you and the ceremony that we're conducting today represent one of the 3 defining characteristics of our country. Freedom, I believe, is one of those. Freedom of expression and religion and of political belief. I also believe one of the defining characteristics is that hope of progress for the next generation, that the children that are in this country today are going to have a better future than we have because we will be active citizens improving our society. And finally, we are a country of immigrants, and I certainly congratulate you on your citizenship and certainly hope that you will be active in your responsibilities as well as accepting the privileges that have been granted to you today. Congratulations, and Your Honor, it's a privilege to be here, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
And again, when we mention freedom, with that goes the rule of law. And I always am pleased that a member of the Bar Association comes out to present canons of citizenship to our new citizens. Today, as most of the time when I do these ceremonies, the Bar Association is represented by Joseph O'Connor.
I look around this facility and I'm a little intimidated, really. This is the most stunningly beautiful facility I've seen in a long time, and just so you know, it was designed by Tom Kuhn, a Hammond architect, and a man with an idea who saw this and anticipated this. Now let me mention something about Mayor McDermott. He's a little shy every once in a while. Today especially, we need to give a special thanks and gratitude to those who served in the armed forces of the United States. And you may not know, when the mayor was a geeky 17-year-old kid, he didn't head to Harvard or Yale or Notre Dame. He headed to the enlistment office and spent 6 years serving in the United States Navy. And that is special. Now, I look to all of you to my right, and I think, boy, you don't know me. We're all strangers. Well, no, you're not. Not anymore. You are no stranger to freedom as of today with your citizenship. God bless each and every one of you for becoming citizens the good old-fashioned legal way and making the sacrifice to get where you did today. Now, we're a little top-heavy on Notre Dame people today. Congressman Visklowski graduated from law school in 1973 at Notre Dame. The mayor graduated, I think, in 1975 with his law degree. As for me, I graduated on May the 19th of 1974, and my father had a special way of describing it. He called it a miracle. God bless you all, especially you people that made the sacrifice that I didn't, and so many other people didn't. And good luck on your journey through freedom and life in the United States.
Frank Edson McLaren and Evelyn O'Corey will introduce our new citizens and present their certificates to them.
Luis Eduardo Rivera Ramirez.
Yeah. The first one.
James Tan Huelen Jr. J. Karen Huelen. Juan Pablo Diaz Avila, Pedro Flores Rodriguez, Rocio Galvan, Ciprian Daniel Vargos, Juan John Dordea, Dung Thi Lux, Bernardino Perea, and if the first row would sit down, please, and we have the second row stand up. And if the second row, if we come around this way and go back to your place. Francisco Javier Jimenez, Emmanuel Rene Francoise Davalier Fortney, Mohammed Yahya Mohammed Atef, Radhika Ragmanjari Chilrige, Ananji Rao Venkata Chilarige, Magdaleno Nevares Sanchez, Samit Ravindra Fosdar, Zbigniew Jasek, Tin Chun Lin, Juan Carlos Nielo Uy, Horacio Garcia Leon, José de Jesús Hernández, Xiao Yan Wang, Mui Huyong Nikasa, Naumka Prentoska, Yasmina Salkovsky, Manush Niki Malekan, Jorge Ortiz, Agnes Joe Smith, Daisy Nagina Bakari, Blagoya Yovcheski, Sandy Juliana Mesa de la Torre. Carlos Byron Martinez Valencia. Mauna Youssef Mikael. Maraun Elias Elias. Sir. Shimei Yan. Claudia Janet Darak. Alira May Navarro Colonia. Michael Franco Colonia. Surya Prasad Veera Venkata Padala. Varalakshmi Vadi. Stoyanko Krishnevsky. Javier Julian. Karen Ceballos de la Cruz. Olama Ziad Mohammed. Leonel Alonso Cancino Ortiz. Oliverio Ortiz. Chaudhry Atsam Sarwar. Kulvinder Singh.
Before we adjourn, I would just like to acknowledge and thank a few groups. The colors were posted by the Disabled American Veterans, Hammond Chapter 17. The Daughters of the American Revolution presented the flowers that our new citizens are holding. American Legion, Hammond Victory Post 168 gave the flags to our new citizens. As I mentioned previously, the League of Women Voters is here. If you want to sign up to vote, whether you are a new citizen or whether you have lived here for the last 20, 30, 40 years, they are here on the stage. Also, the United States Department of State, the Passport Agency of Chicago is here if you have any questions about a passport. And finally, I would like to thank the Hammond Public Library Board. They have organized these proceedings every year. Zora Ludwig, Renee Greenleaf, and the first person to organize these came out of retirement, I guess a force of habit. Margaret Evans is here today. So thank you all for participating in this program. If you now please stand, the color guard will retire the colors. be seated for just 1 second, please. Most of the ceremonies I perform are in the federal building in downtown Hammond. As I said, I have performed many of these ceremonies in a park such as this. I have performed them in high schools. I even performed a naturalization ceremony in a hospital room for a man who wanted to become a citizen before he died. Regardless of where the ceremony is performed, it is an official court proceeding, but more importantly, it is a celebration of the greatness of this country and the freedom and the opportunity we offer to everyone. So thank you all for coming out and participating in this ceremony, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. A beautiful day to celebrate the 4th of July. Have a great evening.
All rise. This court is adjourned.